The night Joanna Kendall disappeared, a massive front of heat lightning came rolling through the Vegas Valley. As long as I've known Jo, she's been a handful. But she's never got us into anything she couldn't get herself out of. Jo had a way about her. Her spirit was infectious, and she always attracted the most interesting characters. When she wanted something, she always seemed to get it. And that night was no different. I didn't hear from her after that. Not the next day or the day after. I didn't worry at first. That wasn't unusual. Sometimes her escapades could last for days. I didn't realize when I was looking at her Instagram post that I was seeing the last images of her alive. The cops weren't interested in another missing persons case. Las Vegas seems to have a way of making people vanish these days. With nothing else to go on, I decided to look into the guy she was with that night. Immediately, there were red flags. It seemed like he was military, but what? His Instagram page was completely blank.
I'm here at the mouth of these underground tunnels. I didn't even know these were here. Are you sure they're safe?
Of course they are. Don't you trust me? Hey, come check this out.
Nothing added up.
Here we go!
At first, I didn't realize where they were. Tunnels under Vegas? Can you believe this? I had to Google it. There were entrances all over the place. It took me a while to pinpoint the exact location. It turns out there's a lot of people that live down there. Every one of them has their own reasons.
Could I ask you a few questions about why you're down here?
I got laid off. I ain't got nowhere else to go.
My mom will kick me out.
This could be a hard city. All it takes is a little run of bad luck.
For some of us, it's a lot safer down here than up there. You know?
One of the real dangers they face is when it rains. That's what these tunnels were supposedly built for, to channel the overflow. Every year, a number of people drown down there, usually in just inches of water. But as I talked to more people, I found out that's not the only thing they're afraid of.
Some people go down there and never come up.
If you do, you better know where you're going. If you get turned around, you'll never come out.
There were all sorts of crazy rumors about what might have been going on down there.
There's just some places you don't go.
The strangest stuff came from those with the most obvious mental health issues. Some talked about a serial killer who dwelled deep in the center of the tunnel complex. Others spoke about everything from devil worship to human sacrifice.
Shouldn't be filming out here and asking people questions. They feel safer if you didn't investigate them.
But when I started describing the guy Joe was with, and that I thought he was military, the stuff got even weirder.
These tunnels, they go far beyond Vegas.
Secret tunnels to Nellis Air Force Base, Area 51 stuff, men in black coming and going, shapeshifters, and of course, that always ends up with aliens.
I wouldn't go down there if I were you. It could be worse than it is up here.
All that was to be expected, I suppose. But the one thing that kept coming up over and over, no matter the person, was something they called the Wonder Wall. I had to look for entrances that matched her Instagram post. It took a little digging, but eventually I figured it out. I knew if I was going to get any real answers, I was going to have to go down there myself. For the life of me, I couldn't come up with any reason why Joe would go down there to such a sketchy place with a guy she had just met. It's true, once you're in there, it quickly becomes incredibly disorienting. I thought I was prepared, but before I knew it, I was getting lost. The worst thing was I could tell I was down there with something.
Hello?
Now I know why they warn you. Now I know why some people never make it out of the tunnels. Do you want to know what happened to Joanna Kendall? Do you want to know what the Wonder Wall is all about?